Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Bilal Arshidi. Haven't been here in a very long time, and it's because I've been busy working on something insane. But we're back, and this is just due to a lot of people telling me, hey, like, dude, you're 20 years old, you're somewhat successful, you've made a lot of money, you've built something that's life-changing for a lot of people, and you run a successful company, you're working with some really cool individuals. Start documenting more of it, and that's what we're here to do. I'm talking to you guys here on August 20th. It's like 12:50 Eastern, 11:50 Central, and I should 100% be at bed right now. But I just want to talk about how a lot of individuals in my age group, 20, 19, 25, 30, like in this like almost new age where we're exposed to AI, we're exposed to the social media, we're exposed to these young kids with Lamborghinis and Bugattis and all this different shit, and it's almost overstimulating for a lot of individuals. And I myself was in a position 3-4 years ago where I didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I was very, very depressed. I was broke, and most nights I would genuinely just cry. It's easy for me to say now because I'm far from that, thank God. But that was the reality of my life 2 years ago. Genuinely, I see my highlights on Snapchat 2 years ago today, and specifically now was at a time where I had just graduated high school because I'm 20 years old, and I had just gotten a motorcycle accident, which basically completely changed the trajectory of my life. And I didn't understand why anything was going on. And the thoughts going through my head at that time were, I wish that motorcycle accident was worse. And that's the truth of the matter, because I didn't know where my life would take me. I didn't know where I was headed. And I knew that something really bad happened to me and I couldn't explain why. And it was very physically demanding, physically painful, emotionally demanding and emotionally painful. And I was so lost, man. Like, I didn't know what I was doing or what I was gonna do. I had to withdraw from college because I wouldn't make it to my orientation. I didn't want to mess up my grades and not be there for the first month and a half or 2 months. Um, and I can tell you, it's like you're probably, watching this and you might be in a similar position where some of the things going on around you, you just don't necessarily understand. They don't make sense to you. And the truth of it is it's okay and it's completely normal. We're at a point in time where social media is just like all in your face, right? Just like if you're not 16 with the Bugatti and running this like 7-figure business or whatever it may be, like, you're a failure. And a lot of us feel like failures regardless of what it is that you're doing. Whether you have a happy family and your parents give you everything that you want and you're in college and you're studying a nice major, and you have kind of like everything set to you on a paved platter, whatever you want to call it, you might still feel like a failure. And on the other hand of it, like for my story where my parents never gave me much and I had to get everything myself, you still feel like a failure. There's really just, from talking to a lot of individuals who are my age, a lot of people kind of feel like they're behind. They feel like they're missing something. And I'm making this video to just basically let you know that you're really not. And the truth of the matter is, if you have this feeling of like, hey, I'm a failure, or I shouldn't be here, or whatever it may be, one, I'm here for you, right? But two, the fix to that is not sitting in your own resentment. It's not blaming yourself. It's not staying on social media knowing that it's taking you down the wrong path and it's teaching you the wrong things and it's making you feel the wrong way. It's literally just understanding, what do I do on a day-to-day? Do I tell myself I'm a winner? Do I wake up and say, hey, I will crush today? And it's not about the monetary. It's not about the money. The money will come. I promise you the money will come. What it's about is waking up every single day and saying, hey, today I will wake up, right? And I will convince myself that it's going to be a good day, and I'm going to make my bed, and I'm going to do the small things, and I'm going to eat good, healthy food, and I'm going to, tell somebody that I love them, and I'm going to talk to my family, and I'm not going to self-isolate, and I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to go on a walk, and I'm going to clear my head, and I'm going to take notes, and I'm going to journal. These are all things that do not equate to monetary value. You will not make money doing this shit, but you will gain self-confidence slowly, and you will slowly pull yourself out of this rut that a lot of you guys are in. This rut of feeling that you're hopeless, feeling that you don't know what's next, you don't know what's going on. You have all these tools and free resources and things to learn, and you're getting shiny object syndrome and you're not making actual progress. That's something that I was facing 2 years ago, and I just recently climbed out of it. You know what I mean? And so I know exactly what it's like, and I know how to get out of it. And what it comes down to is you just not pitying yourself. You telling yourself that it's enough. It's enough. This is the last day that I'm gonna pity myself, and I'm gonna sit here in this fucking hopeless state, absolutely doing nothing, just circling around, because no one will save you. Not the schools, not the systems, not your parents, not fucking anyone, bro. And the only person who will save yourself and the only person that cares about your ass is your mom, right? But also yourself. Overall, it's yourself. If you're homeless, you're homeless, right? If you're dumb, you're dumb. If you're not running a business, you're not running a business. It's not about anyone else. Your parents are living this life for the first time as well. And they have a future ahead of them, and they have retirement, and they have this, and they have that. It's just you. And now that can either be a very, very scary thing, or it can be a self-motivating thing that you don't have kids, and maybe some of you guys do, but you don't have kids, you don't have a wife, you don't have a mortgage, you don't have all this bullshit. You can take the risk. You can take the risk because you don't have shit, right? It's like, I can go and I can shut down my business tomorrow. We're doing over $100,000 per month in profit with Monetizer, let alone, the other businesses that I run. I can shut it down tomorrow, and since I know a high value skill, I can start from fucking scratch. I've done it before and I'll do it again. And that's the self-confidence that I want every single one of you guys to start building, and it takes these small steps. Small step of waking up when you don't want to, showing up when you don't want to, going to school when you don't want to, studying when you don't want to. These small steps are gonna build your confidence, and they're gonna build you and get you out of that rut. And if you don't do it today, you're not gonna do it tomorrow. And so I challenge every single one of you guys watching this video, if you're in a rut, do one thing, one small actionable step that seems insignificant, that isn't monetary, and do it every single day. And when you do that for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks and you compound it, and then you add a second step, instead of just making your bed, you're making your bed and you're going to the gym, right? You're making your bed and you're going to the gym and you're eating healthy food. Look at how your brain starts to program itself. Look at how your body starts releasing these positive chemicals in your body, and you feel motivated again. And you start feeling, a hope and a sensation of, hey, I can do it. That's where it changes, man. It's like, once you can actually understand, hey, you are capable of doing the things that people are telling you cannot do, right? People don't think you're gonna go and make your bed. That already separates you from 90% of people that are 20 years old or 25 years old or 30 years old. They don't make their fucking bed, right? So you making your bed already separates you from the rest. You're already ahead, right? Now, it may not be monetary, right? And you might not see it tomorrow, you might not see it next week, but you will fucking see it over a year, over 6 months, over whatever it may be. You will see the result. And if you can compound these wins and start stacking them up, your self-confidence will help you get into business. It'll help you get into, the things that will actually transform your life and make you successful. And I'm talking from experience. That's the truth. 6 months ago, I was just building, what this fortress is. I was hiring. I was in a different position. 2 years ago, I was sitting in a parking lot with my hand in my face, crying my eyes out because I didn't know what to do. And a cop pulls in. And he's like, what's going on? Like, whoa, what's going on, dude? You're 18 years old. Like, what are you crying about? Right? Like, it's not that serious, but it is, bro. That's what people don't get. It is serious, right? When you don't have a support system and you don't have someone behind you, which most of us don't. If you're living in the US, you do not have a support system. I don't care how wealthy your parents are. It's literally just you. And you are fully capable of getting yourself out of whatever rut you're in. You can work a part-time job and save up and be super stingy with your money and save up and buy a car. And with that car, you can go get a better job and you can save up that money. And then you can start investing in yourself and you can learn shit that other people aren't spending the time to learn. And you can discipline yourself and you can continue building slowly but surely, and you'll get to where you need to be. But all it takes is saying is, this is enough. Today is enough. I'm done with living a shitty life. I'm done with not taking action, and I'm done with overstimulating myself with social media and ChatGPT and all this different shit. And I'm gonna find one thing that I'm semi-passionate about, that I know can make me money, and I will stick to it, and I will generate a future for myself. And that's something that every single one of you guys watching this fucking video can do, because if I did it with no parental support, right, with no finances, right? With no guidance. Anyone can. Literally anyone can. And I genuinely mean that. And it's not something that I'm saying just you can, and your mom can, and your sister can, and every single person can. But all it takes is that self-belief and calling it quits, dude. You deserve more. You deserve a lot more than what you're giving yourself today. But the only person that will realize that is yourself. And the only person that will get you out of this situation is yourself. And the day that you actually realize that and internalize that and say, hey, I deserve more. I deserve my brain to tell me I'm happy. I deserve my brain to tell me I'm fulfilled. I deserve my brain to tell me, hey, you look good today. And rather than telling yourself these self bullshit, bro, it's all just bullshit. These self-limiting beliefs and the self-doubt and the self-hatred and the self-comparison, whatever it may be, cut that shit out and just understand that there is nobody like you. You're unique, you're special, you have your own way of thinking that will get you far, and you have your own personality that, might click with some people, might not click with others, but it will also help you ultimately build a life that's unique to others. And you have value, you have purpose, and that's really all I got for you guys. That's my rant for today. And that's really it. I really wish every single person watching this video the best. And as I said, just literally get to it. It's small improvements every single day. They will compound. You'll get to a better spot. And if any of you guys need someone to talk to or someone to reach out to, you always have me. My Instagram is linked down below and things like that. And if you're in a position where business is something that you want to get into, but you have no way of getting into it, or you don't really understand, you can message me as well. And we can potentially see if there's anything that would make sense for you, because I've tried a lot of businesses in my time. I've tried the J trading stuff. I've tried running an automotive restyling company. I've tried a bunch of different stuff, growth operating and high ticket sales and all this different shit, and I finally found what clicks for me. And that's really all I got for you guys for this video. I got to get back to bed, and so I'm gonna catch you guys, and peace.